Hey, how's it going? It's a pre-roll before the podcast. It's Shad Wicker here. Just letting you know that we have two massive shows coming up very soon for Shad and Pete Save the World. Our live show at the Good Chat Comedy Club, September 28th in Brisbane, and our massive October 11th show in Sydney at the Comedy Store. What the fuck? Ticket links for those shows are in our show notes, but more importantly, if you're a fan of the pod, message us on our socials at Shad and Pete Save the World, and we will hook you up with some cheap-ass tickets, man. So make sure you message us on our socials to get yourselves those tickets. And, of course, if you like the pod, please leave it a 5-star review, rate it, follow it, all that jazz to help get it out there, okay? Enjoy the show. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Shad and Pete Save the World podcast. It is the podcast version of the live show that everyone already thought was the podcast. I am joined by my wonderful co-host. It is the Shad to my Pete.
Is this the thing now? Is that what we're doing?
Well, I
now?
said it in the last one and I liked it.
Okay.
Is that fucking sue me then?
No, it's good. Am
I in trouble?
No, I just still haven't gotten around the vibe of the podcast, if I'm being honest. We're like a few apps in, and like this kind of really nice, sincere nature.
Well, you gotta eat. Fine, you want me to do it? What's up, you fucking feral cunts? It's me, your boy Petey. I'm here with a brown.
Yeah.
It's Shad. I'm white. We're different, but we still get along.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast.
That's great. I like that.
Ben Hunter's the guest. Hello, Ben.
I think there's something in between your two ideas.
I
Yeah.
didn't think it was that formal.
No, it is nice.
Hello, Ben.
Hello, Pete. Hello, Shad. Sorry, I'm sorry I had to be here.
I'll do the intros then if you're going to get all upset
No,
about
I'm
it.
fine about it.
I hate when you guys fight.
Our guest this
I hate when we
week
fight, too.
is the very funny Ben Hunter, also a podcaster in his own right.
Absolutely.
With his podcast, Friend of a Friend of Ben. Which, thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thank you. Oh, no, it's good to be here.
It's an
But when
absolute-
are we wrapping this up?
It's an absolute thrill to have you. We've had you on the live version of this
Oh, yeah.
in many capacities. In Melbourne, you were the person that was
Oh,
operating
yeah.
our sound
Oh,
desk
that's
once upon a
right.
time.
Yeah.
You've been a guest on this show. I believe even because we're friends, you've just come to watch the show.
I came to watch the show before it all. I bought tickets to the Brisbane
you've
Comedy
been-
Festival show, I reckon, 2 years ago with some mates. I was
Been on
just,
every single possible side of this. So you know this
except for
thing.
you two.
That's
the last one. I just have to be one of you. Yeah. And
Who
then
would you
and then
like to be? A Shad or the Pig?
I'd like to be Shad.
Yeah, I think
well-
I do get a good ride on the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I think it'd be good to be Shad as well. You get about 6 more words that you could say.
That's the thing. It's like I can kind of. I've got a
Yeah.
much more full and whole understanding of what it is to be Pete. But Shad, I think, I feel lots
I mean,
to
Pete's just chucking on a pair of glasses.
Yeah,
Pretty
Anyway,
much.
that's the
Chucking on a pair of glasses is really the only thing
It's
that's
really not that
separating
far
us
different.
as
Yeah.
dudes.
So no, I would like to be Shad. Yeah. Is this whole show going to be saying just choosing Shad or Pete the whole time?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Abseiling
Yeah.
as a partner to abseil with. Who
Yeah.
would you prefer to abseil
Oh,
with?
me. You'd say me for sure.
Fucking no way. I don't
Wait,
think.
am I hold, like, as in I'm at the bottom
No,
and
you just
abseil?
Is this who's
Abseiling together?
belaying me or who?
Just
like I'm,
you're
I'm
going down the
descending
hill.
the rock face together.
Going down the hill with someone, who would you rather?
I think Pete.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I would love to abseil with the both of you.
No, I think you've made your bed.
No, you made my bed. I just got in it. You know, I just had a snooze. You very much made the bed. Frankly, you tucked me in.
Little kiss on the forehead.
You made my bed. I got in it. You tucked me in.
So
I went to sleep.
Lullabies were
You woke me up in the morning.
the way this
You said morning
podcast works.
sleepyhead.
It's such a
I get up. I'm wearing your t-shirt. Little pair of undies.
and your pair of undies.
Yeah.
You got
Wow.
Shad's jocks on it.
I got
there.
Shad's
Got my
jocks on,
jocks
but
on.
your t-shirt on.
Wow.
And then I come out and you're making pancakes. And I go, you should have woken. And you say, you look so gorgeous sleeping.
I go, sit on the couch. I've put Shrek 2 on. Your favourite.
Yeah. 20 years old today. Not today, but this year.
Is it?
We're at 2004.
Really? Fuck.
You know what's amazing about you? All the things I think you would know, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's something else you think you'd know?
Something else I think he would know, I would imagine that Ben is pretty up to date with all the Fortnite skins.
Not as much anymore, but at a certain point. At a certain point, yeah, absolutely. I reckon I lost about 3 points off my OP in year 12 to Fortnite. I think it was so bad. I really liked it.
I reckon Ben, like, this could be a shot in the dark. I reckon he could, like, to a certain degree, floss. Like the dance.
The dance.
Yeah.
To a certain degree, do you mean I could certainly floss?
Can you prove it?
It's not great listening.
Yeah, but we're filming it.
Yeah, okay.
I'll tell you what direction his hips are at
Okay.
while he's doing it. Right, left,
That's pretty solid.
left,
Yeah.
right.
It's kind of weirder when you're not smiling.
Didn't even need a warm-up or anything. Did you zoom in?
Other things I think Ben would know about. I think you would know when the last Sizzler restaurant closed.
Nah, I think that's beyond his time. He
Couldn't
wouldn't
tell
even know what a cheese
Not
toast
even
tasted
beyond my
like.
time, but below my class. You can't say that.
Oh wow!
But yeah.
That was fine dining for my class.
Shad's wearing a bit of a Sizzler green shirt.
Yeah. Oh, he knows the colour scheme.
Yeah. No, I drive past it on my way to Nobu.
Anyway, so Ben, thank you for coming on. So the premise of this podcast is we oftentimes in the live shows we don't get through all of the problems that come into the bucket. So Shad scrapes the bottom of the barrel, quite literally, and we go through those problems that get left over.
Yeah, fantastic.
Before we dive in to the problems left over from the live shows, no pressure too. If life is just treating you well,
Yeah.
totally fine.
Yeah.
But if there's anything that's troubling you in your life, any personal problems, then more than welcome to unload.
Yeah, I mean, I'm being plagued. My favourite cafe, or certainly one of my favourite cafes. We go to Lucky Duck sometimes, you and I, Pete. But my other preference is a cafe a bit closer to where I live, and I'm not going to name names, but it's in Coorparoo, and it's a really nice cafe. I really love the food and the service and everything that goes on there. But I really have felt like I've been going there since as long as I've been living in that house, so maybe like a year and a half, and the longest time, the staff there are really friendly to everyone else. They really, like, there's a lot of, like, they know names, they're asking questions. The owner of the cafe, she's very present. She's walking around table to table, having a chat. She'll sit down with customers. I've seen staff members and customers hug. I've seen a lot, but then for some reason I just cannot get in on this action for the life of me.
You can't crack it.
I cannot crack it, and it's like I'm not, and I don't want to also be the guy who is overbearing and go,
me.
What's your story? And like, I don't, because they're working, I don't want to impose myself on these people.
Can I ask this? Do they know your order?
I reckon some of them I can see them writing my order down on, because I'm always eating in as well. If I'm there, I'm having a coffee or I'm eating. Then I'm often there with someone, but I get the same thing. And I think they don't know my name because of that, because I'm not giving my name because I'm not taking away.
See that's like
they know my table.
I really like it. I had a great moment when we were in Adelaide that the coffee shop after day 3 welcomed me by name, which I thought was a huge.
It is huge.
Huge win early
for a Pete. Not as big of a deal. For a Shad,
yeah.
That's a
especially
moment.
with how ambiguous I am. I
That
can
is
be
a
a vast spectrum of names.
Not in Adelaide, but yeah, exactly. So then I would love to really sort of feel a bit more ingrained, because I support the business. I'm there, often several times a week. I'm bringing new people to it. I brought Comedy's Mike Goldstein. I brought Television's Mike Goldstein.
Wow.
To this.
That actually may have been a negative.
You think so?
Well, Mike may have pissed someone off.
No, he was very courteous. I was keeping an eye on him. He was nice. But it's like
You've heard about him.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm bringing I'm bringing stars to this cafe, and I mean, and this is an issue, and it's still ongoing. I feel like I am getting some progress.
Okay.
I was there with my sister last week. We sat down, and the owner of the cafe, she did sit down with us very briefly. And this was huge.
That's big.
She sat down and she said, "How's it going?" And we said, "Oh, good, thanks. How are you?" And she said, "Oh, I'm off to Dawn French tonight." And we were like, "Yeah,
funny?
right." Yeah, she was
She's
like,
a
"Oh,
fan.
I'm off to Dawn French."
Fan of
And we
the
were like,
arts.
"Oh, that'll be great." And she goes, "Yeah, I think it'll be late though. I don't know.
Well, Dawn
that'll be
French
late for me."
notoriously one of the rowdier comedians.
Pretty
on the
rowdy.
circuit.
And And then we went along this week, me and my sister, and we go along. And then she says, hello, how's it going? And we say, good, thank you. How was Dawn French? And then it's like something clicked, and she went, it was terrible. But Dawn was not great, but she remembered that we'd had this moment, and she knew that she.
But has she ever called you by your name in this scenario?
I don't think she's ever known my name.
Yeah, see, this is.
But I've never given it to her. See, that's what we need to crack.
I think the key is you need to start doing some takeaways. You need to come in early, do some takeaways, name on the cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like
Ben Hunter.
Yeah.
I was also going to say, and this might just be the glass half full optimist in me, because I feel like you might. Because are you taking this as a sign of disrespect?
No, I just want to know if there's something I'm doing wrong where they don't. Like I don't need it, but it's just that I see that they do it with other people. So I'm like, well, what is there something? Am I the problem?
Well,
yeah, I just want to be. Maybe a smile when I walk in, but you shouldn't say that. But
you got such a beautiful smile, Toots. Come on. Give me that coffee. Give me that coffee.
No, I didn't mean. I just want to know if there's something, because if there's something I'm doing wrong, maybe I am. Maybe I do need to be friendlier. But I don't think I'm unfriendly.
I think step one, do the takeaways.
Yeah.
Because I think the first step we need is for them to know your name. You need to be on a first name basis.
Here's,
the other stuff can fall into line.
I had a theory. What if I because they are pretty active on social media as an Instagram page. If I took a photo and tagged the place there, and then they might say, who's this? Oh, that's the guy who comes in comment? Sometimes. I never comment. I like sometimes.
Why don't you get on their socials now?
Oh.
And just do a comment now, be like whatever their most recent one was.
Yeah.
Which will probably be today if they're keeping up with the business. Mm-hmm. And you can be like, thanks so much for the coffee today. What an awesome place.
Coming here 3 to 4 times a week, you might have noticed. And
my favourite spot.
Really loving it. Cheers.
That feels needy.
No, just like
that feels really strong.
Just one comment of positivity.
Yeah, one little. It doesn't have to be as big as what we just
great
did.
But
I think just going great coffee this morning.
Thumbs up.
Okay, on the most recent thing.
What is the most recent post?
It says closed today. Unfortunately, we will be closed due to a local business fire. Keep safe and have a good day. So
maybe comment and go, thank fuck it wasn't you guys.
Yeah.
Thank God another business burnt down.
That's good.
Yeah, I would be lost without you guys.
That actually helps out a lot because it's difficult to park around here. Or something like that.
Because you guys are so busy.
It'd be good to have some more competition off the block.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Follow me back, please.
Okay, I'm going to consider social. This is too much for me to handle right now, but I'm going to consider social media.
I appreciate
engagement.
you considering.
All right. Let us know how
we've done it again.
Yeah,
we've absolutely done it again. Now let's.
Is there a da-da?
In post.
In post.
Oh, fantastic!
Because we're not.
But
wearing
imagine
headphones.
it now. Oh, you've done amazing there,
good.
Shaddy.
The syncopation of that. Man.
Well, let's dive into some of these audience problems, Shad.
Okay, let's get into it. Let's consult
First
the bucket.
problem. Best friend is scared of roundabouts and refuses to drive through them.
You should drive around them. You should. Yeah. That's good on her.
It's fucking terrifying, these things. You've got to jump an island every time you got to get through one.
Sometimes I don't make it over the car on the other side.
That is a great. I feel like that's enough.
Very good. You're right. You should go around them. Well done, Ben.
We've done it again.
Yeah.
That's probably the record for the quickest problem solved so far on the podcast. Well done. Fantastic stuff.
We usually dive in quite a bit, but
we'll put you
when you get to the AT issue,
on the record,
you're on the
Gear.
leaderboard.
Like, can we? You should do like Top Gear.
You're being the Stig.
Yeah, I'm the Stig. Can I be the Stig?
We'll keep tabs from now on. That is great. I think
awesome.
I'll give a time at the end of the pod.
And say what you want about Jake, but wouldn't it be cool if he was in a white suit and helmet and like up there pushing the button?
All right. Next problem.
I can't stop buying things online. Help. I very much relate to this.
I know you can relate. I've never seen somebody.
Okay.
There is this is not a dig.
Okay.
But I've never seen anyone get more swept up in like Instagram ads. Like Instagram ads, usually they come up for me and I just don't even think that that's a possibility that I could click the link and see what's available for purchase.
Of course.
But these people just know how much this man loves a fun shirt.
I love it.
And they are absolutely making a pretty penny off the Shadwicker dollar, these fun shirt people on Instagram. Is that appropriate to
I'm
say?
less on the fun shirts now.
Okay.
But I do have a purchase that I want to share with you.
Something you've purchased already?
Something I have purchased that arrived. Now, this isn't my problem.
Why is someone wheeling in a fuck doll? What's happening?
But, okay.
Doll being wheeled?
Give me 2 seconds.
Oh, it's here.
Yeah, it's here. Yeah, I'm kind of banned from it now.
Good.
of like buying things online from Sonia, and this purchase is kind of part of it.
Buying things online from Sonia.
Yeah,
She's stealing from you in the
keep
most
buying her stuff.
roundabout way ever.
Facebook Marketplace.
Selling your own
someone
shirts
you
back
live
to
So,
you. I'd wear that.
so for those listening and those here,
That'd be us, Ben.
everyone,
That'd be you and I.
do you remember a while
I'm
back
listening as well.
when Kanye West had one of his famous breakdowns and sold everything at the Yeezy store for $20? Did you guys hear about that?
No.
So Kanye had like another spin out and he was like, fuck it, I'm selling everything. I think Adidas was angry at him or something. And he was like, I'm selling everything at the Yeezy store for $20. And I was like, oh, it'd be pretty cool to like own something that's like a Yeezy brand thing for $20. Why not? So I bought it and then I forgot. I just forgot that I did it.
How long ago was this?
Ages ago. A few months ago, I think.
Okay.
And then anyway, the other day I got a package arrived and I don't open them because I'm always like, oh, I've bought something stupid, I don't care. And Sonia's always like, why don't you? The best part's opening the packet.
That's the most insane part of
That's
all of this
crazy
to
that
me.
you just get a kick out of hitting purchase. So whether it arrives or not is.
I actually bought a pair of Yeezy pods for $20.
Yeezy pods.
Yeah, do you remember the ones where he's like turned a sock into a shoe? It's the most
What?
dumbest thing,
Oh,
but I
this
find it
is-
so funny.
This is exciting. Have
Do you know what
looked
the
in
Yeezy
here?
pod is? Yeah, I've seen them. I've looked at them, but I thought this would be very
I don't know
fun
what
when
this is.
When I saw this problem.
These are shoes?
Not really. Like he says they are, but they're not.
Okay.
It's okay.
Get your Yeezy pods out.
Here you go. I'll give you one Yeezy pod.
Okay. They look like
They're like a sock.
they look like knee pads.
or like skin,
Yeah.
like water shoes. Like
wow.
They're like a
they're
sock.
horrible.
Wow, that is
It's
absolutely
crazy.
the fuckiest thing I've
Isn't it
ever
the
seen.
funniest thing?
Have a look at it.
Isn't it crazy?
So-
So
If you've not seen these, they do
Oh.
really look like someone's cut the ankle down off a wetsuit.
yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
dead
It
set.
absolutely looks
Yeah.
like
And
that.
They're
then
like
there's
a
like
wetsuit
solid
shirt.
padding on the bottom of
Yeah.
a thick, black, ugly sock.
It's so weird. Isn't it weird?
You spent way too much on this.
$20.
Way too much.
So is it just you just spent $20 and you didn't know what would show up?
Yeah, I think it was like plus 10 in postage or some shit. That's probably why it took
US?
so long. No. Oh, I don't know.
You spent $160. Spent 160 Australian
Yeah, I was
dollars
like,
on
how
this.
funny is that? Little Yeezy pods.
You should
Do
put
you want to try it on?
You should put them on.
Yeah, I'll try them
No,
on.
make Shad put them
Yeah,
on.
you should. You put them on for the rest of the episode. You
Okay, I'll put them on for the rest of the
you made your shoes. Now wear them.
And whilst he does that, he's not the person to speak about this problem.
Yeah, I
clearly.
can't help you solve this.
No, I'm not a huge online shopper. I don't really. I shop till I drop, and that's not at all. Like I don't.
So you've never dropped.
No, I've not dropped yet.
Always up.
So I would say, cut off your internet is a big call,
Yeah, it's a huge call.
huge call
Uh-huh.
in this bloody society. but there's got to be something you can do. But what is it? I would, and this is the part of that looks so.
That
I'm
is
sorry,
so
it's the
ugly.
weirdest.
It is
It's the
so
weirdest
ugly.
thing.
It is like it's like your leg is a stagehand in a high school. theater show.
It's not very good for the people listening, but it's like
show
it
that.
is-
Has the camera probably seen that on your leg? Oh, gross.
so weird.
Yeah, terrible.
Actually, he's kind of comfortable though. I'm not gonna lie.
Actually, this
'Cause
will
you're
be.
just wearing a sock.
Here's a solution. We'll take a photo of you in those, and
Yeah.
we'll post those on our Instagram. And you'll never want to buy anything online again because you can see how embarrassing
This
it
is what
is.
you could become. This is like I'm like the Brian on the cigarette packet. Like they show
Yeah.
a picture of this,
Yeah.
and they were like, "You'll never do it again."
See, this is the sort of thing where would be great if you had the person here. What are you buying?
Yeah.
But since we're just left, I can't stop. Imagine that.
I also think there is. I think the immediacy of being able to buy online is. I think you should have to go and get things.
Yeah,
I think there's something about like you have to leave. Do you want it? Leave your house then.
yeah.
If you want it, leave the house.
Oh, it's like the old thing of like if you want to get a tattoo, you should put a picture of what you want on your wall for like a year, and then if you don't hate it, then
Well,
you
I'm
know
like,
what
it's
I mean?
funny. Like, even though the online thing for a laugh, and like I just buy silly things online, but a big purchase, I'm like a 2-trip person. Like getting a laptop, go and look at it, and if I'm like, I come back, it's like the idea of if I still want it
That's
after
smart.
like a week and a bit. If it's a big purchase, I'm always like, go see first. be pumped, don't get it that time, and if I'm
Yeah.
still pumped later, I go get it.
Yeah, the rules are either go twice or wait for the CEO to have a mental breakdown.
Perfect.
Yeah, bipolar diagnosis, there's a bargain to be had. We've done it again.
I have a problem with my feet pics.
Not you anymore, Shad. With your fucking ugly feet right now.
I have a problem with feet pics. They are disgusting. Why is it a thing? Now, I don't want to get into yucking people's yums.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah, I mean, if you're into feet, that's your jam. And I don't want to yuck that. But at the same time, you reckon you got some good hoofs?
No, I don't think there's anything particularly special about them. I don't think they're horrific. But when people go like, oh, I should just put feet pics online, I kind of get it, because if it's not something that you feel any
sexual
attachment, you go, well, if it's someone's favourite thing in the world and
That's
it doesn't
very
bother
true.
me in the slightest, I
Yeah.
might as well.
Well, it's like if you're spreading joy.
if you're
exactly.
spread your toes to spread some joy.
Totally.
Yeah. I think, I tried, full disclosure, I was going to try and put our feet up on a foot pics website to see whose feet got the better
Oh wow. Yeah.
Did you really?
rating. And I went to the website to get your...
WikiFeet.
WikiFeet's like, you got like join up, but there's like a sell your feet kind of website, and they charge you a $10 a month subscription fee to put your feet up,
To have rated.
just to put your feet up to sell your feet pics to other people.
Yeah. Also, the I can't stop buying things online problem. Feels very poignant to be making like impulse purchases on feet photos
Yeah.
from
Just
like,
keep buying feet.
yeah, fuck, someone take my card. I can't stop.
I should go to the shop. There should be. I should have to go into the
Yeah,
CBD.
you go to an
Westfields.
athlete's foot. You go in twice.
Just sit there where people are trying them on.
Whoa.
No, I'm actually all right.
So I saw one thing, which a beginner's guide to foot fetishes. Thank you, the ABC, put that one together.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, well, Triple J, ABC, yeah. And it says here that they spoke to a researcher who believes that people develop this foot fetish because the part of the brain that processes genital arousal is next door to the part of your brain that also processes the sensation people get from feet. So apparently there's like a part of your brain
just
that's like aware of
designated
feet. Yeah, like the foot part. And it's near the horny
Is it
part.
about my feet or the perception of
Well,
feet
just-
generally?
I think the perception
How many
of
parts of this
feet.
brain are there? You
Yeah,
know,
like, one
how have
for
we
every
got this
part.
many segments? This is like that.
Yeah.
This is like the Inside Out movie. There's like,
There's the angry guy,
yeah.
the foot guy with an erection.
He's in the corner.
So you're saying there's like a little, if we are talking about it from an inside out perspective, there's a little horny guy and there's a little foot
And they're hanging out.
guy and they sort of live next to each
They're
other.
neighbours.
They're next door.
They're housemates.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but in
They
some
share a
people's brain, it's a share house.
Yeah, they're roommates instead. Yeah.
They got thin walls. Are you stomping around up there? I love to.
Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Well, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
That's actually what a well-researched answer. It's like, here is why it is a thing. It's because they're neighbours. They're housemates, the horny part of the brain and the foot part of the brain.
Next problem. I keep losing rock, paper, scissors against my boyfriend.
How often are you playing? There are things to do.
Yeah.
You don't have to, like, there's lots of fun stuff out there, going on your phone.
Playing rock, paper, scissors online against friends around the
Oh,
world.
that's not bad.
Yeah.
And you have to, like, show to the camera what you're doing. Like, you have to, and he
Can
keeps
I
winning.
ask, do you guys see rock, paper, scissors and are like, yeah, that's the way?
I know I'm very strongly in the scissors paper.
I'm
rock
scissors,
camp.
paper,
I'm
rock
scissors,
camp.
paper, rock. I was going to mention
Yeah.
it, but I thought it's irrelevant, but I'm glad
Yeah.
someone said something.
That looks really weird to me. Rock, paper, scissors.
That feels very American. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yeah.
yeah, the
that's-
shoot thing I
yeah,
don't get.
I don't get
yeah,
the
what's
shoot.
your instinct if we were to go
If we were to go,
paper,
what? Are you? I'm
No,
No,
scissors,
I'm
paper.
paper, scissors, rock.
Oh, no,
I've just
I'm
realised.
Scissors, paper.
Scissors, paper, rock.
No, I've just realised I'm
Because
paper,
rock's
scissors,
the
rock.
one syllable, so it's like, it feels
Yeah,
nice.
it's great.
Well, rock I say at the end, but paper, scissors, rock I say.
No, that's wrong.
Scissors, paper, rock. I go on rock.
But I agree, it's rock. And you
Rock.
go.
I mean, that's the main point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, the rest
I
of
think
it is
that's-
neither here nor there.
Yeah. So, what's your go-to? Or should we try and see?
Are we playing?
You guys should play.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Wait, but what's on the line? Shad's shoes.
I'll give you one. I'll give you one Yeezy.
Yeah. Okay. If I win, I get one Yeezy.
Okay.
Best of 3 or just one?
Just one.
Yeah,
Okay.
one. I think the listeners want us to do 3. No.
No, thank you. As the editor, I do not.
Okay.
Scissors, paper, rock.
Oh,
Two
tied.
scissors. Go again.
Scissors, paper, rock.
Ah, you
Gotcha.
get it, Yeezy.
Paper. Can I
Pete's
just
gone
show
paper,
my?
Shad's gone rock.
Can I just show my willingness to adapt to my environment? I did scissors, paper, rock then. I don't know if
and I
anyone
saw that
noticed.
was an away game for you.
Yeah, so I was fighting through a fair bit of stuff.
I like that.
You were
That's
in Indiana
maybe
against
that's
the
the
Knicks.
key.
You won Game 7 in Madison Square Garden. You know that was huge.
I reckon you've got a solution
Let's
here.
let's swap jerseys.
Just,
Yeah.
you might have a solution there, though. Being an away game, throwing you off your rhythm, saying it the different way.
Yeah,
you
definitely.
insist on him saying it. If he's a rock, paper, scissors guy, insist on him doing it either paper, scissors, rock or scissors, paper, rock.
Yeah.
To try and
Just
throw him
do
off his
something.
rhythm.
Yeah.
You got to switch it up. When you're in this thing, it's momentum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're losing the momentum.
Totally.
You got to switch it up a bit.
I think I have a real theory because there's a new AFL team coming in the next few years for Tasmania, and they need to build a stadium down in Hobart. There's all that going on, and in AFL, since it's like cricket grounds and stuff, so the ground doesn't have to be the same uniform shape. It can be different stuff. So I think Tasmania should design a field because the Geelong's home ground is like heaps skinnier than basically any other ground in the country.
Wait, it still has to be an oval, mate.
It is an oval, but
Right.
but Geelong's
But you
ground
can
is
decide
like
how fat or-
pretty much, yeah. Like you
Really?
can kind of like
That seems insane.
well, because it was designed to like Aussie Rules was designed to keep cricketers fit in the off season. So then they were just playing on cricket fields, and then cricket fields are all different sizes because it's just like random ovals, basically. Because like the MCG is bigger than like the SCG or whatever.
Is the MCG a proper circle? Or
It's
is
not
it kind of fluctuated as well?
It is more. It is not a true circle, but it is
Right.
pretty close. And so is the Gabba. Like so are a lot of them. But Geelong's ground is like really quite skinny. Like there's like 10 or 15 meters either side that exist at the MCG that don't exist at Geelong. So I think if you're allowed to do, how far can we take it? Tasmania's stadium, they should shape it like a kidney bean or something. Put a corner in it or something like.
Yeah, that's great.
play around.
Little
Do
sharp
something.
corner.
Yeah, just it doesn't really matter what, as long as it's something that's your home ground and you know how to utilize. Like put some trees or like.
Like Denver in the basketball there in Denver, so the elevation.
Yeah.
And they're all
Yeah.
better at performing in the, because
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
used to it.
Exactly.
I like
Put a
this
roundabout
idea.
in the centre.
Do something. Yeah, exactly. Put an oil slick. As long as you know how to play it, like you'll
Have the field like a donut where there's a hole in the middle. You're not allowed to go on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, put
You got to
trapdoors
play
and
around.
stuff. Yeah.
Trapdoors.
Remember when?
How about a big piano hanging from the ceiling?
real
And
Acme
if
style
you step on
traps.
if you step on the middle, you stand off of the center circle, the piano drops on your head.
Do you
How about
remember-
you paint a tunnel, paint a tunnel underneath one of the goals?
Do you remember when we were at the footy?
Yes.
And
Do I remember? I think about it every day.
your beautiful girlfriend Annie was there.
Yeah.
We were out watching the game. No one had said anything for a while, and Annie just turns to Pete and goes,
I don't remember this.
Do you think there's prickles? Do you think? Do you think she's looking out at the grass? She goes, "You reckon there's prickles?"
And that would have been a 100% sincere question. I
Yeah,
guarantee.
put some prickles out there.
Welcome to Bindi Round.
Bindi round and be sick.
Barefoot Bindi Round.
Barefoot picnic round.
I love that.
That's what you put in.
Raise
a
some
bindi
money or
patch.
something for
Yeah.
like MS or something, because that's where you get like pins and needles and stuff. It would be, my feet feel funny.
Oh, I love that idea.
That's Bindi's. That's a great idea for the Tasman. I know it's not the problem on the screen, but
Kidney beans, kidneys and biddies.
Bindies and Bindies. That's
Yeah.
I love this idea.
And
And however you need to apply that to your rock, paper, scissors
Yeah,
problem,
yeah.
just do it.
give yourself advantages. Like if you
Unreal
maybe
stuff.
do like wrap string around his fingers overnight so that they go purple and then he can't use them properly. I don't know. Like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, you could try to get him into some sort of
Oh well,
accident where his hand is maimed.
I can't do scissors paper rock with my right hand because I almost cut my hand off. So I can do a fist, I can do paper, but I can't do scissors because I can't close my hand that way.
Oh, that's good to know.
So if I'm ever doing
could
it
only be-
right-handed, that's me trying to do scissors. It's pretty fucked.
So you know he's
It's like
never
one
going.
finger goes out and the other one stays
That's
in.
good to know if anyone is ever needing to decide something 50-50 with Shad. Then,
Yeah,
yeah.
right-handed only.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah.
Paper.
Yes,
At worst, it's a draw.
we've done it again.
We've done it again.
After 3 Fridays in a row for dinner, my boyfriend said we're getting into a rut and should be more chaotic. What should I do to be more chaotic?
I'm not understanding this question.
I think it's the dinner choice.
Yep.
I think it's after 3 Fridays in a row for dinner. They haven't listed what the meal was, which is dumb on their part. Mm-hmm. The boyfriend's gone, geez, we're getting into a rut. We need to be a bit more chaotic, which is also a weird way to describe cuisine.
It. Yeah.
Like, did you see this latest chaotic restaurant?
Chaos in our meal.
We need to be like shoving this up our asses. We need to be really letting loose. You know, we need to do something totally fucking nuts.
Yeah. Guy that like has completely unrealistic expectations for what it means to be different. Like, yes, you're eating dinner with your mouth again. Do you have to do it with your mouth every time?
Yeah,
You're so fucking boring. We're the most boring couple.
God,
we always eat dinner with our mouths.
Let's take it. For fuck's sake, you never listen to my ideas. You know, let's fill the bath with soup and just sleep in it. Let's let it seep in through our pores. But no, you want to eat again? Oh, great.
Bathe in your
Well, I like actually to
bathe in the broth.
Okay, so this kind of leans into what we were talking about before of like we hang out a fair bit. We always go to Lucky Duck Cafe. And you want to talk about a place that has made food chaotic. Delicious. But the scrambled eggs, which we comment on every single week.
Oh, I think I know of these.
I told you about this.
The tornado egg.
Yeah.
It's a tornado egg.
Unbelievable stuff, yeah.
So instead of picture a scrambled egg, but picture it's been involved in a small weather event.
Okay.
And it's all fucking spirally on the plate. And every single time I get it, it's the same, but there's something about the plate that is dynamic. That is absolutely fucking magnetic.
Yes.
So maybe it's like you can have the same meal, but create the plate to be a little bit, make art on the plate. It doesn't have to be.
Face.
Can you put a face?
Yeah.
You know, make a tornado out of it. You know, actually, you were saying this is something you do with the gingerbread competition.
Oh yeah, gingerbread house making competition.
Have you heard about
every
this?
year at
No.
my
I love this.
at my auntie's house. All of us cousins, we all go over, and every year we have a gingerbread house making competition. And you have to elevate. Like we're beyond the point now where just a simple house with some nice decorations that won't do. You have to have sort of a theme. You have to be presenting a concept. You have to we really do take it to.
It's like Lego Masters or something.
Yeah, it is like Lego.
Do you
Masters.
present your idea beforehand? This is what I'm making this year?
Yeah, and it's pretty clear. Like you walk in the room, everyone's like, "Well, what are you aiming for?" And then you can tell it's like, "Well, you're doing a campsite, and there's like a beautiful bonfire, and there's a tent, and this is
what he did this year.
Well, I wanted to incorporate jelly. I wanted to do something underwater, and my original idea was to do the city of Atlantis. So to build some sort of castle or something, and then submerge it in jelly in some sort of clear tank. And make like 3 liters of jelly. But then I got in there and I thought, I don't know how to make a castle, but I do know how to make lots of little houses and to potentially recreate and perform a beautiful tribute to the people of Cairns
Who were experiencing flooding at the moment the gingerbread house was being created.
So there were like some little houses, and you could just kind of see the roofs.
And a sign that's like, "Welcome to Cairns."
Yeah. And there was some pineapple lollies floating around it. And then everyone else was pretty offended. Everyone was going, I think it's pretty wrong that this is what you're doing. And I thought, I think it's pretty wrong that this is, what you're making. I think it's pretty wrong. I said, I think it's pretty wrong that you're not speaking about this. We've got a platform here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm raising awareness. What are you guys doing? See, I designed it in an interesting way. I'll show you.
Turn dinner into a competition.
Yeah.
Turn dinner into a competition.
And there's an in-depth discussion of that on episode 5 of my podcast.
Oh,
with
is there
Rick
really?
and Emily. Yeah. We chat about it a bit. But if you want to hear about all of the gingerbread houses, we go into quite a bit of depth.
Well, I think that's a great way to wrap this bad boy up.
I love it.
There you go.
Friend of a Ben, go and listen to the podcast.
And listen to this podcast, importantly.
Again.
Yeah. And if this is the first time listening to this podcast, you should listen to the back catalogue, listen to the future episodes. Never forget about the podcast you currently listen to. The pods are always louder on the other streaming service.
Wow.
But that's not always the case.
That's really beautiful. Thank you so much for what you did there.
You're welcome.
It's beautiful. Where can people find
Ben
you,
Hunter,
Ben?
everybody.
You can find me on Instagram at BNHNTR, Ben Hunter without the vowels. And then, I'm doing a bunch of shows and stuff all over the place, but I post about them there. So whatever's going on upcoming, I will have posted about or will post about in the near future. And then, friend of a Ben is available for streaming all over the place and on Instagram as well.
Thank you so much, Ben. Appreciate you
thank
coming
you,
on
and
the
thank you,
podcast.
boys, so much. I can't believe we've done it again.
It's so wonderful. Shad,
Yes, Pete?
a pleasure as always.
Great. Wish I could say the same.
Pete, you've done
And
it.
go and watch a Shad and Pete Save the World live show.
Thanks.
This plug has gone just as long as the podcast.
That is, you're making that up.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time. Bye now.